You know that feeling when you're about to lose your shit in traffic and you take a deep breath instead. That tiny, monumental pause. That's it. That's the whole game. You just experienced 5D. You just integrated your lizard brain, your limbic system, with your prefrontal cortex. We don't need a felony today. Logic. Neuroscience calls this integration. You've linked the parts of you. You held the potential to screaming or to breathe, and you chose the one with more freedom. That's quantum physics in action. Not collapsing into the predictable reaction, but holding a wave of possibilities until you pick the one that doesn't fuck up your day. You already do this. Every time you choose to listen instead of waiting for your turn to talk. Every time you feel a gut feeling about a person entrusted. That's your body intelligence talking. You're already fluent in this language. You just haven't claimed your goddamn doctorate in it yet. So how can you do it in new ways? When you're scrolling, doom scrolling, and that anxious pit forms in your stomach. That's 3D. Sandbox mode. Consumption, comparison. Pause. Ask. What's this sensation teaching me? What data am I ignoring? That's you chunking down into the detail of feeling. Then chunk up. What's my soul screaming for? An upgrade, more connection, less noise. That's you switching to creative mode, 5D. When you're having the same fucking argument with your partner, different day. That's a feedback loop. Karma. It's not punishment. It's the universe turning up the volume because you keep ignoring the data. The data is, this pattern isn't working. The new way. Stop the script. Say, we're in a loop. I feel this. And I bet you really feel that. Let's just acknowledge the loop for a second. You've just introduced a meta pattern. You've created a little pocket of 5D honesty in your relationship. The fifth layer. What you are when the pretending stops. So why is this so fucking important? Because if you don't consciously update your code, the universe will crash your system until you do. That's anxiety. That's recurring back pain. That job you keep hating. That's your soul, your higher self, your fucking inner genius trying to get your attention by setting your life on fire. It's not being cruel. It's being efficient. It will burn down the parts of your life that keep you small until you've no choice but to build from the truth. Science backs this up. Neuroplasticity. It means your brain. It's not a fixed stone. It's malleable clay. Every time you take that breath, every time you choose curiosity over judgment, you're physically carving new neural pathways. You're quite literally rewiring your hardware to run a more advanced operating system. Spirituality calls it awakening. It's the same process. Your brain rewires. Your soul remembers. Who the hell it is. So why are you afraid to do it? Why do you fear people's reactions? Because you've been programmed for 3D. You're afraid of being seen, of being weird, of rocking the boat. You're afraid if you stop pretending, you'll be left alone. Let me reframe that fear. It's the death rattle of the old identity. It's the part of you that would rather be miserable and safe than free and uncertain. It's a sign you're on the fucking threshold. So what are the top patterns that drain us? The big ones. The external validation loop. Chasing likes, applause and promotions to feel worthy. It's a leaky bucket. The karma, burnout, emptiness. The fix. The data you ignored was your own inherent worth. You have to source that shit internally. The blame game. It's their fault I'm unhappy. This gives away your power. The karma. You become a permanent victim, a leaf in the wind. The fix. Radical ownership. Your life is your creation. Period. The certainty trap. Needing to know how it ends before you begin. This kills magic, spontaneity, and life itself. The karma. A rigid, ossified, boring-ass life. The fix. Embrace the I don't know. That's where all potential lives. Now, how do we use this to create powerful change? We pace and lead. We pace by acknowledging the current reality. Yeah, it fucking sucks to feel stuck. It makes total sense you're anxious about money. Anyone would be. That's rapport. That's meeting the 3D reality. Then we lead by pointing to the 5D possibility. Use the values. You know that anxiety is just data. It's your incredible capacity for care screaming for a smarter strategy. What if that feeling wasn't a threat, but a fucking compass? What if listening to it was the very thing that unlocked the financial freedom that you're desperate for? See what we did there? We linked the current pain, anxiety about money, to a deeper value, freedom, and a new identity. Someone who listens to internal data as a compass. We're not changing the mind, we're helping it upgrade itself. So what's the future if you follow this? You stop living in reruns. Pain becomes instructional, not senseless. Challenges become quests. You start building heaven on earth, neuron by neuron. One honest conversation, one fearless act at a time. It's not a rapture where you get beamed up. It's a realization where you wake the fuck up, right here. And the future if you don't. The loops just get tighter. The same relationship problems with a new face. The same job frustrations with a different title. The feedback loops get louder, more painful. Anxiety becomes illness. Frustration becomes rage. Until the system crashes. The universe is a relentless teacher. This is the 5D renaissance. It's not about bodies turning to light. It's about civilizations. And more importantly, individual humans turning transparent. It's about your internal state finally matching your external life. It's about your systems, your habits, your thoughts, your beliefs. Finally reflecting what you secretly, in your heart of hearts, already know to be true. You're not a human being having a spiritual experience. You're a consciousness, a goddamn infinite field of potential, pretending to be human for the sheer thrill of remembering who you are. And when you remember that, really remember it in your bones, the game changes. Earth 5.0 installs, and heaven on earth stops being a prophecy you wait for and becomes a patch note you live. Now go play.